am Cindy Janelle. I am the Regional Finance and Admin Manager for Basalite Concrete Products in Colorado. I've been with Basalite for 7 years. I've been in the industry, the construction industry, for my entire career. What kind of advice would I give women coming into the industry? Absolutely keep your mind open. There's all kinds of potential. There's potential from clerical all the way up to shop floor, management, non-management positions. There's lots of potential.
My name is Jacob Whiff. I'm the Masonry Sales Manager for Basalite Concrete Products. I've been with Basalite for 17 years here in Colorado. So our process actually starts at the quarries where they're mining the raw materials. That could be sand, gravel, lightweight aggregates such as scoria, pumice, expanded shales. Part of our process also starts at the cement plant where they're producing the actual cement. So all of those raw materials are brought to the facility, stored in individual bins for us to be able to utilize our individual recipes.
So all of our raw materials will be trucked in by semis. They'll pull in over here to the house, the belly house, and they'll dump all of the raw materials in, which we'll walk down there and take a look at it. It'll conveyor all of that material into the hopper system inside. So when the trucks bring in the raw materials, they pull forward and they end dump the materials into this hopper system, which will drive it up into the silo system inside the plant. These individual silos on the outside is the only raw material for production that we keep outside and not stored inside. And this is actually filled with cement or fly ash. So we use a small amount of fly ash to reduce our cement content within the products, which gives us a recycled content of anywhere from 1.8% per product upwards to 53.8%. Fly ash is a byproduct of burning coal to create power. When this is brought in, it's brought in on a contained truck. So it's actually pumped out of the truck into the silos.
So all those materials come in dry. We take those dry materials, put our individual components of each of them together in a specific mixture, and then we add the water, which we're going to then mix. It's very similar to baking. We take our dry ingredients, we mix it up with a little bit of cement, which is the binding agent. Mixed with water, we'll create the slurry, which makes a dry mixed product is what we refer to it as. That dry mixed product is then set into the machines via conveyors, pressed within the molds through weight vibration, and then stripped out of those molds and sent into the kiln on what we call the wet side.
So this is the inside of the kiln. Everything coming off of the wet side is going to be grabbed by this finger car. You might think of it as a baker's rack. We've got the fresh dough coming off of the line here, and we're getting it into the oven.
The material will enter the kiln on the wet side, and it'll be about 80 degrees, 120% humidity within the kiln. They'll set in the kiln for anywhere from 24 to 48 hours while the cement actually initially hydrates and gets hard. Once they're done, we call that the dry side. They will exit the kiln, come down the conveyor system in a dry form, which you can again pick up and touch.
Part of our safety is to make sure that people stay out of harm's way, right? Because safety is extremely important, whether it's in the plant or on the job sites. So these are light bars which will shoot a beam of light across. If anything breaks that beam of light, it will automatically shut this production line down in order to keep the crews and the manpower safe.
That material will then be palletized. Shrink wrapped for safety of transport and the product quality, and yarded into the facility. Once that material is called for from any vendor or customer, it's loaded on a semi, sent to the job site and offloaded and installed.